Okay. So we're recording my voice, but you can raise your hand if you have questions and be part of this. So how many of you use Microsoft Word? Yes? Okay. So I'm going to do this demonstration using Microsoft Word. Most applications are similar, so you should be able to follow similar steps. First of all, I'm checking the font, right? And so this is in Times New Roman font, and that's what you want also, Times New Roman. So if you don't have that, you can go down, and usually the fonts are organized alphabetically. Here's S, T, Times New Roman. If your computer does not have Times New Roman, most of them do, you can use Calibri. That's popular on a lot of the Macs if you have a Mac. Or another common font is Helvetica. What you don't want to do is you don't want to use a really fancy or cursive or unusual font. You want it to be clear and professional and standard. So we'll use Times New Roman, and also you want to check the size so that you use 12-point size. And this one is already in that. And the other thing that I can see is that it's double spaced, right? So make sure that you double space. Double space is located here, the line spacing. So when you have text that you want to change, you highlight the text like this. And if you want to change the line spacing, this is single space. Oops. Sorry. This is triple spaced. And this is double spaced, right? And I'm a teacher, so I'm an expert in seeing the spacing. You don't need to double space this information. You can do this single space at the top. Just your essay can be double spaced. So you put your first name and last name at the top. You can put the date. Make sure you check the date. It's September. What day will it be on Friday?
22nd.
22nd. And actually, for me, you don't need my name, the teacher's name, after that. Some professors like that, some don't. For me, I don't need it. I think we need space for your writing. So for me, just your name, we'll call you John Doe, and the date that your essay is due. And then this is really nice. This person put their title in the middle, right? And so these buttons here are called justification. And if you want to center the text like this for the title, you use this center text, it says. This is left justification, and the text moves all the way left. This is right justification, but for the title we want center. For these titles you do not need bold, okay? Your title is unique because it's in the center, and your title is unique because you use capital letters for all the important, significant words in your title. So you don't need bold. Just use centered justification and capital letters. Any questions about that? Sounds good? Great. Notice that this essay is all full justified, so that there's a clean line on the right and a clean line on the left. Some professors like this and prefer this. I don't, and I'll tell you the reason why. To make it full justified like this, it stretches the sentences and it pulls the spaces longer. So I'll just show you an example. This is left justified. And you can see with left justified, all the spaces between the words are the same size. Same size. Same size, right? But when you do full justified, you can see that the spaces between this sentence are pulled longer to make it look clean and neat, right? So some professors like having that, but because we're practicing getting the details right and spaces after sentences right and all those little things, I prefer left justification. So what you can do is you can highlight all of your essay body, not the title, but all the body. Body. All the way down. And you can choose left justification. Okay. That's what I prefer. Great, and this is a nice and long essay. This is what your essays should look like. One more thing. So this is, does anyone know what this is called when the first line of a paragraph is moved in? Yeah, Julian, you said it. Indent. So this is indented, and usually you indent by pressing Tab on your keyboard. The Tab button is on the left side of the keyboard. Usually a tab is about 1/2 of an inch. So it looks like these tabs are a little bit short. They can go in further. So I'm going to fix that. I'm going to highlight all the text again. And you can use the ruler at the top to change the indent. And I'm going to move mine to half an inch. Usually the button tab, T-A-B, usually it does the indent automatically. Okay? But if you look and you see it's not 1/2 an inch, you can change it yourself.
Do you want to indent every paragraph or just the first one?
Good question. Julian asked, should we indent every paragraph or only the first one? Every paragraph. And notice that this does not have an extra space between paragraphs. Okay? That's correct, right? You finish one paragraph and the next line starts the next paragraph. Okay? So we don't want spaces between them. Don't do that. Just like this. So if I zoom out a little bit, this is what the essay should look like on the page. That's the format. Just going to change the view a little. Questions about the format? And this is a nice length. This is a full 3 pages. That's really good. I'm going to save this. Go to Save As. Sorry, Carlos, I should have taken your name off of here. Sample essay. Well, actually, let's title all of them biographical essay, and you can use your name. Biographical essay and your name. So that when I receive your document in the email, I can see what essay it is and whose essay it is, who sent it. And now I'm going to end the QuickTime recording if I can remember how to do that. Any questions? Aha. Formatting essays. Save.